It's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. We're here on location on my property with my tractor and a set of discs. In this case, it's a Land Pride DH1572. The tractor is an LX3310. What we're doing today is going to talk a little bit about the discs and then show them in action. We're putting food plots in. Hunting in our area is kind of a large attraction, specifically white-tailed deer. And one thing a lot of our customers, as well as myself, like to do is put food plots in. Again, it's kind of like a small-scale farming where you're growing a crop for deer to eat. So it's fun to do. So let's dive right into it, talking about some food plots and these set of discs we got here today. Talking about the set of discs here today. It's a Land Pride DH1572, which means they're 72 inches wide. It's the 15 series. They do make one series lighter, but not as wide. So they have the 10 series, which goes up to a 60 inch, which is useful for either a BX or a BO1. Again, 72 inches wide, maybe a little bit much for the LX, like the 2610, but the 3310 just plays with this. Lighter soil here, there's not a whole lot of clay. More of a sandy loam kind of idea, so doesn't require a whole lot of pulling weight and everything on that end for my particular use. Some people may find that this set of discs is too heavy for their LX, but in my case it works perfect. As well as you'll see they're notch discs. I don't really recommend the smooth discs. You could possibly, if you want it, is have the front smooth and the rear notched, or vice versa. Again, it gives you a little bit more cutting, so not as much of a layover. Again, you're not dealing with high speed either whenever you get to those big set of discs and everything. Again, it's really nice whenever you're going into an area that, like in this case, I don't spray. So basically what I do is go in with a rotary cutter, knock it down, and then come in with the discs or a tiller and mess it up after that to get a nice seed bed. In this case, this food plot has been worked over once so far, breaking it up. Again, we're going to do it, most cases I have to do it twice, and then I hit it with a tiller. Again, you could just do it once and throw down your seed. It's going to turn out virtually the same. I just, for appearance wise, enjoy doing it 2 or 3 times. Again, whenever attaching these, I have the QH15, so you are going to need the set of bushings for it. Otherwise, the disc can work itself out and pop out whenever in use, but if you're going up or down a little bit of a slope. So very important to have those set of bushings put on. Again, you'll see this all on video. We're going to have a little bit of a breakdown of them all to show them all in use. But for today, we're just focusing on the discs. So when setting up a set of discs, you are able to angle them depending on how aggressive you want. You can go more or less. Doing food plots, you're going to want them very aggressive because you're probably breaking the ground for the first time. Very easy to adjust. You would just lift up on your 3-point hitch, pull a pin, and manually angle them to where you want. There is 3 settings, front and rear, for whatever you want that way. And then after that, you may potentially want more weight. In that case, you can get some patio stones or pretty much anything that you want to attach it. You can get, I've seen them with hanging weights that usually go on the front of tractors that have been modified to hang off the back or sides on that to get more weight. So you can make the discs your own. Again, for myself, they work perfect. Set up most aggressive, notch discs, and then just no extra weight on a quick hitch. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I do with the discs. Let's get right into using it. Give you an idea that way of how they operate and how you use them. So. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of today's demo on the set of discs. As you can see, it does a pretty good job for just breaking ground. I'm gonna get my chunks back. As you can see, there's still quite a few chunks left in this on top here. It is broken up and it is dying, but without spraying, there's quite a few roots still there. As you can see, it does a pretty good job of chopping it up, but it still takes a few days for that to die and wither, so that you can come in here and do one more pass to throw that dirt right over, so it gives you a really nice seed bed. Want it as even as possible so that good ground contact with that seed, so that it comes up properly. So if you can stay tuned, you're going to see quite a few food plot videos coming up with some of these tillers and seeders in action. So watch for that, and if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below.